Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so this is part 2 of the last reading that I did. I'm going to do a full spread over the last spread I did. So if you didn't catch it, go back to my very last video. It's a Celtic cross reading, so it's a 10 card pull. All right, let's get started. So I've already cleansed the area, but give it a blow. We're blowing away other people's energy, and then we're knocking on your spirit guides' doors. You're instilling your energy, asking your questions to the cards, and let's see what comes up for you. How are we feeling? What's been going on? This week has been like super busy for me. I did another teacher training. I don't know if all of you know, but I am a professional aerialist, pole dancer, yogi, like movement, artist, lover. So anything that involves movement and being upside down, I'm here for it. So I did another pole training this weekend, which was like a 2-day intensive. And I gave myself this new challenge of doing one hot yoga class every single day for the entire year, like no days off. So yeah, that's my goal. Don't come in the comments now saying that I need a rest day, blah, blah, blah. I get it. And I do rest sometimes. Not well, but I'll take a restorative class, but I still have to do a class every single day. So I hope I inspire somebody out there. Okay, anywho, Spirit guides told me to stop shuffling. Let's get this thing going. So let's clarify over our present situation. We had started with the Ace of Pentacles in our last reading. Let's see what's going on with that. Clarifying with the Three of Pentacles over. So there's a reconciliation here, like we are... Maybe some teamwork's going to be collaborated. So Ace of Pentacles is all about an opportunity. So there's definitely some prosperity coming in. We had like big money showing up for us, as well as a potential love situation and like why we weren't feeling confident and comfortable to step into this love relationship was because either you or your significant other person on your mind, in your heart, was dealing with a lot of fears and insecurities. So there is a lot of abundance and like manifestation energy that's brewing here, but it could also be like the obstacle that you're facing. But good news is that something is coming in. There's some kind of teamwork, some kind of reconciliation where somebody comes in and actually wants to put effort into this new opportunity. So that's a good thing. We like that. We like that a lot. And then what's the challenge against this? The King of Wands. The King of Wands is our challenge. So this is like the energy that's blocked, the energy that's influencing this whole situation, this whole reading. So it's like you can't step into this King of Wands energy. The King of Wands knows his purpose. And again, if I say his or her, I'm talking about energies. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies. I don't care if you're a they, a she, a him, whatever. Don't matter. We all got them. We all got all the energies. So, yeah, our challenge here is that we're not able to fully sit on that King of Wands throne and like honor our purpose, honor our life goals, and step into that energy of knowing that you have the power to manifest anything that it is that you desire, to really achieve all of your dreams and your goals, your manifestations, whatever it may be. So that's our challenge here. A lot of Leo energy is coming up, and there's also a little gecko. Maybe somebody's got a little pet gecko. Could be relevant for you. And this is clarifying over the Four of Wands, which is usually like my harmonious card, something to be celebrated, maybe a potential commitment or even marriage coming through. But yeah, this person's not able to come through into that celebratory union energy because they feel like they're not this king yet. They don't have the path of their life figured out. it's a real deal when somebody feels a little lost in life, or like they don't have the financial means to support themselves or anybody else, that they don't know exactly what they want to do in life, or they know but they're not there yet. So that could definitely hold you back from love. Okay. And then 3, the root cause, clarifying over this Fool energy. So there is a new beginning, but you're scared to take it, or your person's scared to take it. And the Queen of Pentacles, are you kidding me? So yeah, oh my goodness, my cat. Bogart. He's clawing the furniture. No clawing. Please get down. I love you, but no. Okay. So, to clarify over this root cause with the Queen of Pentacles, I hate to say this, you guys, but this queen is in her power. She knows her worth. She has a foundation already, potentially a financial foundation, a spiritual foundation, a mental clarity foundation. She knows her purpose. She knows her worth. She knows what she wants to do in life, and she's probably already doing it because she's seated on that throne. And this is the root cause of the masculine not being able to step up to this queen, because they don't feel like they are in this King of Wands energy yet. This queen already has it all figured out. She's got the foundation. This masculine, this King of Wands, doesn't know his path yet. They don't know their path yet. So it's going to be hard for this, look at this. This king is looking towards the queen, but the queen is moving forward. So this king is feeling like the queen is already ahead of them. So that's big there. When, that's the energy in a relationship, a dynamic. It could be a lot of emasculating energy, unfortunately. Even though the queen doesn't mean to, she's just seated in her power. Okay? And she should not change anything about it. But that's why or whoever is in that energy, not able to step forward into this new opportunity, into this new journey. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Where am I? Okay, the recent past. The recent past, you guys were celebrating together. There was a lot of really good times. You guys went out, you had fun, there was laughter. You potentially went out drinking with each other and some friends. Look at this. But it's clarifying over the 4 of Pentacles in the reversal. So yeah, whoever was the masculine was in this self-protection mode. They were, not able to, they don't have the stability yet. So whatever they did have, they clinged on to it. They weren't ready to change. They weren't ready to grow into this energy. Even though they had fun here, they were still very stuck. It's a very stingy energy to where they felt like they really can't progress because they don't have the power when they're in this reversal. But look at how beautiful this energy was. Whoop. Oh. Bottom of the deck, you've got the 9 of Cups, but it is in reversal. So, yeah, they were just feeling like they didn't have as luxurious of a life as you. They didn't have it all together. So again, emotionally, they were very closed off. They were, probably comparing themselves to you and thinking that they need to get to that point in life too to be able to meet you at that halfway level, to be considered an equal, because they don't have these cups to offer you since they're in the reversal. But it's letting me know that somebody did. The other person did. Okay. And then did it at 5. Okay. So what's your message from the higher ups? Like, what does the universe need to tell you reflecting this whole situation? We had the 5 of Wands, so to clarify over that. 2 of Cups. You guys are lovers. This is soulmate card. You got literally the message from above. Like the information from your higher self regarding the situation is you both intuitively knew, you both are in this. You both intuitively knew that, oh wow, this is my person. This is somebody who I could see courting. This is somebody I could see dating and giving a higher level of commitment to and even proposing to and getting married to. Like this is this energy. It was a strong connection. Look at that lion overhead. The energy here just swirling up together. You guys connected in union. So this is what your spirit guides want you to know. That that was real. But underlying that, there was some tension. There was some competition or some kind of conflict correlating to this love. And it could have been from competition. It could have been from outside people having disagreements or like a rivalry. Yeah, I feel like people just kind of sabotaged this. Look at all these outside people, like the peanut gallery, fighting against this energy coming in. So they wanted you to know that you weren't supposed to overexert yourself with that strife from the outside people. And if there was some competition that came in, correlating to this romantic partnership, because in the first reading, it was more financial stuff. Now we're seeing the underlying stuff, which I knew that I was feeling both love and money. That there were also some conflicts and disagreements within this partnership happening. But they want you to know that you guys have that really special connection. It's there. Okay. And then our immediate future. So this is what's going to likely happen immediately. So that could be within a few days, within a few weeks, tops a couple of months. I always tell people tarot card readings usually are the potential outcome presently. So that could change within a few months, you know? So I always say, like, give it a month or two before you get another reading if you're doing personal readings, so you can really, you know, see it all play out. The King of Pentacles, but in reverse in the immediate future. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's in her upright, but in the future, we still have the King of Pentacles not quite seated on that throne yet. So the whole issue prior of why this masculine energy, or who's ever identifying as a masculine, wasn't able to step into this King of Wands energy is because they didn't know their purpose in life. They didn't have their path fully figured out. And we have the Queen of Pentacles that they're slightly comparing themselves to, or fully. And they're like, I don't have anything to offer you, Queen of Pentacles. Like, how can I step up to you and be this King of Pentacles when I don't even have that? I'm not the King of Pentacles yet. There's a lot of some victim mentality, but what's the word I'm looking for? Imposter syndrome. They're like, you're a queen. I'm not a king yet. Like, how could you think that I'm the king for you? King, you wouldn't be given this card from the universe if you weren't this king. You are the king. You just might not have all of the tools yet. You might not fully believe in yourself yet, but you can reverse this energy and step into your true sovereignty, and take your throne. Take your throne. This King of Pentacles has the foundation. They have the stability. They have the means to take care of themselves, to take care of their kingdom, to take care of their loved ones. But yeah, they've just been really stubborn. Look at these two bulls up here. Really hard-headed about this, thinking that just because they're still feeling in the reversal energy that they just can't match up to this queen. But you've got this queen over here, and she's sad. She's looking down because she's like, why can't my king get into position so we can be together? Take your throne. Mind you, we have the Three of Cups twice. It was in the reversal before for the immediate future, meaning that they weren't quite ready to come into reconciliation and union again, to celebrate that they needed some isolation, some time alone. They were working on their independence. And there was a lot of gossip with this conflict up here. There was a lot of like threes of crowd energy. Somehow, it doesn't mean that somebody cheated, but there was definitely some third party energy involved. That was also, getting to their head of this whole situation, that they just weren't ready for commitment yet. They don't have the foundation. Maybe even telling them that they're not, the King of Pentacles, they need to focus on their finances first and not this love situation. But for the King of Pentacles in reverse, so like the lack of foundation still in their future means that there's, unfortunately, for the foreseeable immediate future, next few weeks, they're still working on their independence. They're still going to be isolated and potentially be overindulging and like partying too much to get their mind off of the fact that they don't have money and that they didn't choose to step into this love union. But that's not smart. You're not going to save your money by doing that, you guys. Sorry, I made the camera shake, but that's how you're making me feel. Look. Okay, what else have we got? What are your thoughts and feelings on this? Like, what are you thinking? I know you probably have some travel plans. You want to leave home. You're making like some solid, serious decisions in this world right now. You're making progress. You're planning. What are you thinking about this? The Ace of Swords in reverse. So you're thinking that there's just not enough clarity here. You're looking for mental clarity. You're still searching for some answers that were not given to you. Probably because you guys are in separation and not communicating. But you're still feeling like you don't have it all figured out either. Mentally, you're a little, dealing with some pain with the sharpness of the sword. And swords are all about your thought process, and especially for this card being in the place of what are you thinking and feeling. Like you're feeling pretty hurt and you're feeling pretty clouded on this situation. Like you still don't have the answers that you were seeking. You don't have there's just a mental fog here still. I don't think that, even though you are planning and making progress, you don't know the foreseeable future, especially with this relationship dynamic. You don't know what's going to come about it. And that's definitely on your thoughts and feelings right now. And other people's thoughts and feelings. So what were they thinking? They were manipulating you a bit in the past. Like I said, with this third party energy, they were definitely getting to you and creating some lack of confidence, or they were getting to your person. And those are some narcissistic energies coming through. Maybe they were thinking like you have untapped talents, and it could have been coming from a good place. Like they wanted you to focus on you and explore your career paths and find yourself. But ultimately it came from this lower energy of like not believing in you or your person and thinking that you guys had poor planning and weren't yeah, I don't know. They manipulated the situation. They manipulated some thoughts and feelings here within this union. With the star energy, they were thinking that there was, this was the time of healing. The star, she's all about growth. Her energy is about truly healing internally, finding your emotional stability. And once you do find that, you create this well of knowledge, this well of emotional security. You have cups that are overflowing with joy and love, and it could even be a wish fulfillment. So if this is what other people's thoughts and feelings were on this, unfortunately their manipulation worked. Like, they were wishing that this union wasn't going to happen, and that came true for them. If this is the person who's on your mind, your specific person, their thoughts or feelings with the star energy coming up could have been that they knew they needed to go on this healing journey alone. The star is alone. Yes, this feminine is depicted alone here, but when you're connected to water source energy, you're underneath all of the stars of the sky. You're not alone. You're all under one sky. Okay. What are your hopes and fears? What are your hopes and fears? We had the Ace of Wands before, so there were some delays. You were fearful of, having this lack of passion or energy to accomplish your goals and get to where you wanted to go and have this union come in. We have the Eight of Cups. Your fear is that they walked away for good. Your fear is that they just decided that they don't want this anymore. That they walked away from 8 cups that were totally full. They walked away from a really good, fulfilling, beautiful connection that really could have, brought them a lot of emotional and mental security and foundation. And if they had opened up with their vulnerability, but look at this person walking away. So this was your fear, that they just chose to walk away. Maybe even out of boredom, or it was just too much weighing down on them. Your hopes, though, with this moon overhead, is that there's still some underlying mysterious secret or the unknown that hasn't been shown to you. That that at least, even if they chose to go on this journey alone, that they're walking through these emotional waterways, that they're healing themselves through this journey. And that is your hope for it. But the fear is that they just won't come back, that they've turned around and that's it. So the potential outcome prior was we had the Four of Cups in reverse, which I actually like when that cup is in reverse. It means that there was somebody, one of you, had a sudden awareness that you guys are going to choose happiness and accept this. And you're just kind of like tuning in, checking in with your alignment, with your path that you've been destined for. So that was a beautiful potential outcome for our future. The Queen of Cups in reverse. The potential outcome in the future for this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups in reverse. So it's this feminine energy doesn't quite, she's still unfortunately not feeling emotionally satisfied. she's not able to fully be herself and express what she really feels. Whoever is coming up as this queen. Yeah, this queen in reverse is just not, they're not in this acceptance. They haven't gotten what they wanted to feel. I want another clarifier. Clarify this potential outcome with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. All right, we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse again, clarifying over the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is not able to step into a solid foundation emotionally because one or both parties still has a lot of work to do. They're not reaping the rewards of this hard work, maybe because they haven't even put it in yet fully. Or even if they have put in a lot of the work, it's just not done. You know, you see him, he is hard at work tending to the bushel that will eventually give them a lot of abundance, but they're kind of, you know, sad about the situation because they know that it is going to take a lot of work. When it's in reversal, you know, it could be a good thing that they're not as sad about it. They've accepted the fact that they need patience, that it's going to take some time if this were to ever work out in the future. But it's just not happening right now because one or both parties recognizes that the healing isn't done. The journey isn't done. This hard work towards growing this foundation isn't there yet. All right, guys. Well, I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear with this love situation, but to give you a little bit more hope, that connection was real. This is what your higher ups wanted you to see, what they wanted you to feel with these cups, with these Two of Cups. All right, guys. Have a beautiful night and like, subscribe, share. I hope that it resonated somehow. Maybe it could resonate with somebody else. So I'll see you next time. Bye.